a 6'4 senior. So it's going to be Cooey, Drew Roy, Ben Roy, Robert Harris, and Caleb Barrett. No, they are going to start Preston Johnson. I'm sorry. It's going to be Harris, Cooey, Drew Roy, Ben Roy, and Preston Johnson for the Oakland Patriots. Now for our Blue Devils, coming into tonight's contest, they're going to start. Looks like they're going to go back to the original starting five they've been playing with, Clyde. Chad Lanning, the junior, is going to get a starting nod. Also, Malcolm Anir, 6'3", 170 senior. Daniel Easterly will get a starting nod, of course. But they're going to call out John Boyce instead, the 6'4" sophomore. Matt Vaughn, a 6'1" senior. And number 23, Daniel Easterly.
Well, the Blue Devils seem like they're really up for this ball game, Pat. And you know Oakland will be. So this crowded gymnasium gonna get a look-see. They've already seen one great game. We've went overtime, and they're just about to get to see another. So they're going to get their money's worth here tonight.
Well, Clyde Harville, they really are. Both teams out on the floor ready. Blue Devils getting last-minute instruction from Coach Randall Hutto. Again, it's going to be Lanning, John Boyce, back from an illness, Daniel Easterly, Malcolm Anir, and Matt Vaughn for the Blue Devils.
Boy, Anir looks pumped. He can't stay still.
Well, these are the kind of games he just shines in, Clyde, because he's got the ability to take it over, and if he gets half a chance, he will.
Drew Roy and Daniel Easterly will jump it at center. Roy 6'6", Easterly 6'7". It's in the air, and we're underway. They threw it too high, and Oakland comes up with it. Nobody actually tapped it, but Oakland comes up with it. They come to the near corner, go down to Roy. Turnaround jumper is off, no good. Rebound, nice block out. The big sophomore Boyce picks it off underneath. Long feed to Lannon. Lannon brings it back outside to Vaughn. Lebanon working to the basket to your right as you listen. Vaughn bothered by Barrett. Bounce pass underneath. Boyce had his shot blocked and taken away by Ben Roy. And here's Drew Roy out front with a layup that's off. No good. And Easterly climbs the board and pulls down the rebound. And Roy is lucky he didn't pick up a foul.
Well, they called everything in the first game. They let that one go right off the shoot.
Lebanon works offensively. Malcolm Anir pull up 18-footer. Count it, and the Blue Devils are on top 2-0. Double team in the backcourt. Oakland going to lose it. It belongs to Lebanon. Boyce and Manir with a big double team back there on Barrett, and he loses it out of bounds. So Lebanon will have it offensively. They lead 2-0 with 7:11 to play in the opening period. Lanning looks into Malcolm Manir. Fadeaway 12-footer won't go. Boyce pushing underneath. Away from the basketball. John Boyce picks up the foul. Oakland will have it in backcourt. Making the inbounds pass play is Robert Harris. Harris gets it to Barrett, gets it back, and now goes to Barrett. Long feed, breakaway layup is good, and a foul on Lannon. As laying it in is Philip Cooey. Got behind everybody, makes it a 2-2 ball game, and Cooey will have an opportunity to put the Patriots in the lead. Well, they still haven't put that one on the scoreboard. Evidently, free throw is good, and now they put it up. It's a three-point play by Cooey, and Lebanon working in the backcourt. They get it across to Lannon. Lannon on the wing on the left side. Down low to Easterly. Easterly fakes Roy. Jumper is blocked and foul. And Ben Roy will get the call. Had Easterly triple teamed, he faked Drew Roy out. Ben Roy, actually from here, looked like he had a pretty good block, but
I didn't see it. I was looking at something else, so I can't
Easterly at the free throw line can tie it with free throw number 1. He'll shoot 2. We're tied at 3. 6:47 to play. Easterly will have another. Second free throw on the way by Easterly. It's off, no good. Rebound, Cooey picks it up. Cooey kicks it over to Barrett. Barrett working against Malcolm Anir in the backcourt. Comes to the near side to Ben Roy. Back to Cooey, out on top to Barrett. In the corner to Harris. Harris fakes, goes baseline, running 12-footer, won't go. Rebound underneath It's off the hand of Vaughn. Vaughn had somebody right over his back. And then he lost it out of bounds. Oakland will make the play underneath their bucket. They do so. Lanning slaps out a hand and slaps it out of bounds as they try to inbound it to Ben Roy. Harris looks to Roy, to Cooey, down low, not free. Good defense by Lanning. Vaughn up with it. Right side, Malcolm Manier, long three, yes. Malcolm Manier drills one from downtown. Lebanon pitches it three. And here's Manier again for three, yes. Malcolm Manier back-to-back threes. Oakland wants time, 9-3 Blue Devils. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 3-2. We're on a 7-0 run, Pat, and I don't know when I've seen Malcolm Manier this pumped up for a ball game.
I don't know quite, but a couple turnovers and a couple big threes will change the ball game, and it's a 9-3 lead for the Devils.
Harris to Barrett, and Harris will get it back and then go back to Barrett. Easterly almost stole it. They tried to throw across Easterly to Ben Roy. You got to get it up in the air to go over Easterly. But he lost it out of bounds, and Oakland will put it in play. Cooey into backcourt to Barrett. Barrett moving over the timeline on the dribble out front. Kicks it to the near side. Here's Ben Roy. Down low to Drew Roy. Turnaround jumper. Reverse layup. And Drew Roy lays it in. Nice move. Boy, he's a player. Malcolm Manier taking it all the way down. Lost it. Picked up in the corner by Lanning. Lanning to Easterly. Easterly fakes. Puts it up. No good, but Boyce follows. No good. And Drew Roy pulls down the rebound. Playing this ball game up around the rim. They throw it away, but Cooey picks it up. Comes to the near side to Barrett to Ben Roy. Ben Roy out front to Cooey. Cooey to Barrett. Barrett, Ben Roy driving at the free throw line. Running hook is no tapped in by Drew Roy.
Well, you're right.
Goaltending, but he got it.
Above the rim is the name of this ball game, and Roy was way up there. Malcolm
Manier with it. Manier spins at the free throw line. Three by Manier, good. That's his third three of the ball game. 12-7. Manier comes out of the gate hot. Long feed. Here's Drew Roy. Right side, Ben Roy threw it away. Ben Roy couldn't hold it. They had an easy break there, but couldn't hang on to the basketball. Lebanon will bring it down. Lead it 12-7. 4:30 to play in the opening quarter. Vaughn over the timeline, working out front. Vaughn to Boyce. Boyce back to Vaughn. Open for three on the right wing. It's in and out. No good. Boyce got a hand on a rebound. Saves it to Malcolm Manier. Manier kicks it outside. Vaughn to Lanning. Lanning from 15. Good. Running jumper by Chad Lanning. And it's 14-7. Harris to Barrett in the backcourt. Long feed to Ben Roy. Down low to Drew Roy. And he's hurt. Drew Roy is hurt. Somebody crashed into his leg. And this is serious. Roy is in a lot of pain. And Pat, you don't want to see that. Let's keep it right here for just a moment. Drew Roy in a lot of pain. A Blue Devil hit that leg.
Well, I think what happened was Lanning was going to try to put pressure because Roy was wide open underneath the basket all by himself, and Roy stopped. And Lanning, I think they collided knees because Lanning went flying into the wall as well. So.
Well, there was a collision down there, but somebody rammed in. I didn't see who it was. It may have been Lanning. But somebody really rammed into the leg of Drew Roy, and he is in pain down there right now.
They're looking at his ankle. He's got a big brace on that right ankle.
He's going to get up.
He'll be all right.
And walk it off. It is an ankle, but he's going to get up. And, boy, I'll tell you what, I'd like to see the Blue Devils win this ball game, but I'd like to see him win it with him in there, Pat. He's some kind of player.
He really is. He's a good player, but he'll be back.
Roy out, and coming into the ball game is, well, let's check and see who's in. It is 10. Preston Johnson in the ball game. Lanning to Malcolm Manier on the right wing. Back to Lanning. Lanning to Manier. Manier looks for somebody, goes to Lanning. Brings it outside to Vaughn around the top of the key. Lebanon leading 14-7 with 3:40 to play. Landing on the left wing. Easterly open from the top of the key for three. Won't go. Rebound, Benroy underneath. Kick out pass to Barrett. Vaughn almost stole it. It's picked up by Couey. He'll shoot the jumper from the free throw line and knock the left-hander down. 14-9. Blue Devils on top. Big show here tonight. Drew Roy pulling off that shoe and that ankle brace across the way, and evidently they're going to tape it. Easterly turnaround jumper blocked. Big Johnson blocked it on Easterly. Barrett outside. Benroy looks, brings it out. They lob underneath. Turnaround jumper is off, no good. Rebound, Boyce underneath for the Blue Devils. Boyce to Malcolm Manier. Manier bringing it down. The three by Manier is off, no good. Rebound goes to the floor, picked up by Couey. Bodies flying everywhere in this ball game. Bringing it down is Barrett. Barrett working outside. Lebanon leading 14-9. Benroy reverse. Johnson for two, won't go. Rebound Lannon. Long feed, Malcolm Manier. Stops from 12. His shot is off, no good. Rebound, Benroy. Barrett working offensively for Oakland. To your left as you listen. Right side, they go to Harris. Harris to Couey in the corner. Couey drives, fakes, puts up a 12-footer that won't go. Malcolm Manier shoving away. They caught him. He put the hand right in the back of Harris and shoved him and then got the rebound. It's one way of clearing out, but you got caught.
Substitutions now as that second wave comes in for the Blue Devils, Clyde Harville. Cedric Hall, Brent Clemens, Reese Davis, Rico Aston, and Nathan Hoffmeister check in for the Blue.
Well, 2:07 to play in the opening period. Blue Devils have a 14-9 lead. Oakland's Patriots. Lob under outside to big Robert Johnson. Kicks it out on the right wing to Joe Barker, who's in the ball game. And a steal. Hoffmeister with it. Hoffmeister stole it. Lebanon will work. Clemens on the wing on the left for three. Won't go. Rebound going to kick outside off the hand. Well, they give it to Oakland in the backcourt. Barker will make the inbounds play. Nick Watson is also in the ball game. Barker to Watson. To Barker. Barker bumped and fouled by Rico Abston. So in the backcourt, it will be Oakland with the basketball with 1:43. They lead it 14-9. Kick it out to Watson. Down low to Johnson. Turnaround jumper partially blocked by Little Hall. Look at Hall get up there. Rico Abston on the wing. Down low to Hall.
Good move.
Great move by Hall. And he scores, and it's 16-9, and a turnover by Oakland in the backcourt. Harris walked with it. Boy, did Hall put a move on the big boy. Pause for 30 seconds. We'll be back. Johnson out of his pants down
well,
there.
You're right, Clyde. Cedric Hall with that classic open under move. Fakes to the middle, shows the ball, and just whips it back underneath. And played it right off the glass. So great job. That puts the Blue Devils up 16-9, a 7-point bowl.
Clemens, Davis, Hall, Abston, and Hoffmeister for Lebanon. And the Blue Devils will have the ball on the Oakland turnover in the backcourt. Clemens will make the inbounds toss. Clemens looks, comes outside. Reese Davis, fadeaway jumper's good. They give it to Davis, and he's up high. Just drops it through. He shoots down on it, Pat. Here's Harris, left side to Barker. Barker in the middle to Benroy. Right side, Johnson open from 6. He's got it, and he's fouled. Hoffmeister, I think, got him on the arm. It is Hoffmeister.
5-team fouls now, as that's the first on Nathan Hoffmeister. Only one foul committed by the Oakland Patriots.
And Preston Johnson, the big 6'8" guy at the free throw line for Oakland. Free throw is good. So a 3-point play by Johnson makes it a 6-point ball game with 1:06, but the Blue Devils have the ball in the backcourt with 1:06 to play